Hi, 7th grade. This is Mrs. C, your visual content specialist. Today we'll be learning how to free write. This is a writing strategy that helps us extend our thinking or extend the details of what we know about a topic. When we extend the details of what we know about a given topic, this is also called elaboration. A free write helps us visualize this elaboration. This technique will help us answer these questions. What is elaboration, and how can I elaborate? Using the free write technique, you'll be able to show your understanding of topics through an essay or extended response. So what is a free write? A free write is a writing activity in which you write everything that comes to mind about a given topic for a set period of time. This might sound like a brainstorm, but it is different. In a brainstorm, you might be working with a peer or a group of peers, and you're probably not given a set period of time, meaning that you probably don't have a timer for the brainstorm. In a free write, you are writing independently, and you are being timed. When we want to create a free write effectively, we need to do 3 things. 1, look at or listen to the prompts. 2, think, and that's very easy to do, and we'll see a model of this in a second, because we're going to have to think extensively or a little bit more deeper about our topic. And 3, we want to write continuously until the timer goes off. When we look at or listen to the prompts, we need to start by answering the question, meaning the prompt, and then branching off into number 2. So first, directly answer the prompt. After you do that, you can extend your response and the details by thinking about the 5 W's and an H: who, what, when, where, why, and how. The perspectives that you know of, whether it's your perspective, what, let's say, the government might think about a topic, what the people might think about a topic, and any connections you can make to past, present, or future in order to expand on the response that you started with. And finally, you'll continue writing until the timer goes off. And at most, you want to write for 30 minutes. A free write is usually about 30 minutes, between maybe a minute to 30 minutes. And this will be up to your teacher, or if you're doing this just to practice your writing, or because you're writing for yourself in your journal or like a poem, you want to give yourself at least 30 minutes to write so you can get all the details you can about the topic. A great opportunity we have to practice the free write is when we have to develop an essay that explains how issues of power, wealth, and morality influence colonization in North America. We have to define power, we have to give historical examples that illustrate how each theme affected the development of the colonies. We have to clearly explain how each document relates to how the themes affected the development of the colonies. So there's a lot of explanation, there's a lot of details that goes into this task, and a free write can help us get those details out. In Unit 1, Colonial Development, we have a writing task, and your teacher might give you these prompts or different ones to help kick off your thinking about the elaboration and the details of this essay. The first one is, what is power? What does it mean to be moral? How are morality, power, and wealth connected? And these are all things that at one point or another you're going to have to explain or identify in your essay. So let's take a look at what a free write actually looks like in action. I'm going to give myself about a minute, and I'm going to answer the first prompt and maybe go on to the second prompt. So for the first prompt, it says, what is power? So I'm going to start by answering the question directly. Power means having resources or an advantage compared to others. So that's my own definition of power that I can write in there, and I can continue. Some people, so I'm thinking, who has power? So that's one of the 5 W's. Who has power? Some people have more power than others. We said, what is power already? How does one gain power? Again, I'm using the 5 W's and an H. So how does somebody gain power? Someone can gain power through having a lot of money or property, having an education, being elected or running a country, what else where is power? Power can be anywhere from the government to a home, to a regular home. Usually the person with most resources, I'm going to say person or entity because a company can have a lot of power too, with most resources has power. I can move on to the next prompt, but let's say my minute is up. I can look at what I've written here, and when I am ready to draft that essay for my writing task, I can go back to these notes and select what details I can use in order to explain more in my essay. Maybe I want to support my evidence by using one of these details here in my elaboration. So there are many ways that you can use this free write. So remember, when creating a free write, you want to be able to look at or listen to the prompt and answer it directly. Then after you answer the prompt directly, you want to be able to use the 5 W's and an H strategy to help you expand on that thinking. So who, what, when, where, why, and how. You want to think about different perspectives. So maybe the perspective of the people versus the government, the perspective of male versus female, etc., in order to expand on the response you already started with. And then you are writing continuously until the timer goes off.